If you need me, I'll be at my competitor's job fair across the street. My boss's face when I walked out was worth more than my paycheck. I worked as a senior designer at a mid-sized marketing agency for 4 years. I was the only person who knew how to operate our specialized rendering software that clients paid premium rates for. Last month, our CEO announced that the entire creative team would need to work the upcoming holiday weekend to complete a critical project for a new potential client. He emphasized how this pitch could transform the company and benefit everyone. Translation: mandatory overtime with no additional compensation. This was the third emergency project in 2 months. My teammates all had young kids and holiday plans, but they reluctantly canceled everything. I had already worked 27 days straight, averaging 12-hour shifts the Thursday before the holiday. I discovered the emergency was actually a favor for the CEO's golf buddy, who suddenly wanted to explore some concepts for his son's startup. Not a paying client, not urgent. Just a vanity project that could have been scheduled weeks in advance. That same afternoon, I received an automated wishy notification about a job fair happening that Saturday, literally across the street from our office, hosted by our biggest competitor who had been trying to recruit me for months. Friday morning, our creative director pulled me aside to remind me that the specialized renderings would be my responsibility, and I should plan to be in the office until at least 10 p.m. all 3 nights. Then he casually mentioned that the CEO wouldn't actually review our work until Wednesday after he returned from his lake house vacation. You'll have your laptop with you, right? He asked. In case we need revisions while you are home on Monday. I smiled. About that, I'll need to adjust my schedule this weekend. He frowned. That's not possible. You know you are the only one who can operate the rendering system. I nodded. I'm aware. That's why I've been requesting training budget for someone else to learn it for the past year. We don't have time for this discussion, he said. The CEO specifically mentioned your name in the planning meeting. I'm sure you did. But here's my situation. I've worked 27 consecutive days. I put in over 140 hours of overtime this quarter that I haven't been compensated for, and I just discovered this emergency is for a non-paying project that the CEO won't even review until after his vacation. His face reddened. That's not your concern. Your job is too. I held up my hand. My job description doesn't include canceling my life or non-essential projects, so I am taking the holiday weekend off as originally scheduled. If you walk out that door, don't bother coming back, he snapped. I glanced at my desk where I'd already packed my personal items into a box during lunch. Then I reached into my pocket and pulled out a printed copy of the job fair flyer. If you need me, I said, placing it on his desk. I'll be at this job fair across the street tomorrow, the one being hosted by Patterson Agency. They've been trying to hire me for months, and they offer training programs for their entire creative team. The color drained from his face as I picked up my box and walked to the elevator. 3 other designers watched wide-eyed as the doors closed. By Saturday afternoon, I had a job offer with a 30% salary increase, 4 weeks paid vacation, and a guaranteed training budget. By Monday morning, I had 7 panicked voicemails from my former creative director and a clandestine message from the CEO himself. 4 of my colleagues put in their 2 weeks. Noticed the following day. Sometimes the best negotiation tactic is being willing to walk away, and sometimes the best career move is across the street.